Thank you, Witness C. We are then at page 8 in your annexure bundle, and we're at paragraph 5.
Thank you, Commissioners. I'm there.
Could you then take the Commission through the contents of paragraph 5?
Thank you, Commissioners. I will read them to the record, Commissioners. Paragraph 5 says, I then informed Mr. Matlala
Witness C.
that I was being...
Witness C, perhaps if you could just first explain what is this document.
Thank you, Commissioners. This is the affidavit that I made at Brooklyn SAPS as I was registering an inquiry pertaining the firearms that I have seized, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you, Witness B. Thank you, Commissioner. And that affidavit is annexed to paragraph 48 of your witness statement. Witness C, you were then taking the Commission through paragraph 5.
Thank you, Commissioners. I would first make a request, Commissioners, that I have indicated the name of the forensic expert, the photographer. So can I be allowed not to make mention of his name, please?
Indeed. You may omit the name of the warrant officer, Witness C.
Thank you, Commissioners. I then informed Mr. Matlala that I was going to confiscate the firearms for inquiry and ballistic testing purposes. I then requested a photographer to process and package the firearms. I then, together with the photographer, proceeded to Brooklyn SAPS and booked in the aforementioned firearms into the SAPS 13 as per SAPS 13 number 661 of 2024. The details of the firearms are as follows. 9mm Taurus with serial number ACB 576166, sealed in a forensic seal bag number PAD 002374648. Second item, 9mm Taurus with serial number ACB 576168, sealed in a forensic seal bag number PAD 002374647. Third item, it is a 9mm Beretta with serial number BER 480751, sealed in a forensic seal bag number PA 450160252. Item number 4, it is R5 rifle with serial number 2055045, sealed in a forensic seal bag number PAR 400412007. The last item, which is item number 5, is R5 rifle with serial number 2010724, sealed in a forensic seal bag number PAR 400412082. Commissioners, I can tell you that item 1, 2, 4, 5. These are the firearms that belong to CAT VIP Protection Services. Item number 3, it is Mr. Vusimusi Matlala's personal firearm. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. If I can then confirm that based on your affidavit attached as Annexure WC2, the 5 firearms that you seized at Mr. Matlala's residence were therefore properly booked into SAP 13 at the Brooklyn Police Station. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C.
Thank you.
Commissioners, I note that the copy of Annexure WC2 in your file, the affidavit is unsigned, but we've located a final and signed version, and we will update your files over lunch. The documents are identical. It was just a matter of sourcing the signed affidavit. Thank you. Please then proceed, Witness C, from paragraph 47.3.
Thank you, Commissioners. At the house of, at the premises of Mr. Matlala, I took a list for all the individuals, including the kids that were in the residence, which included four children, Commissioners.
Please proceed, Witness C.
And then on the next day, which was like, I think it was around 20 minutes past 12 at night, we proceeded to Brooklyn ACPS, whereby the items, as I have read out as per Annexure WC2, were booked properly, and an inquiry, as per inquiry Brooklyn 1 of 12/2024, was registered.
Thank you, Witness C. And in terms of paragraph 49.
For what purpose were these booked, the cell phones?
The cell phones were also booked in the same SAP 13 number 661 of 2024.
For what purpose? For what purpose?
For downloading and investigation purposes, Commissioners, as we have first acquired consent from Mr. and Mrs. Matlala for their phones to be downloaded.
Thank you.
And those cell phones were booked in as per SAP number 661, and also immediately booked out as per the same SAP 13 number for investigation purposes.
Thank you, Witness C. You then state in paragraph 49 that the Brooklyn inquiry was thereafter assigned to the responsible warrant officer. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioners.
Please then take the Commission through the contents of paragraph 50, in particular the events of the 12th of December 2024.
Thank you, Commissioners. On the 8th of December, I handed the cell phones to our cybercrime expert for downloading purposes, and they were returned to me on the 11th of December 2024, and with the report that the cell phones were not downloaded or imaged, and that services of the private sector were also tried in order to download those cell phones, but they were never downloaded. Then on the 12th of December, I returned.
Just a minute, witness C. You say they were not downloaded. Was it a case of it being unable to do a download, or was it a case of them simply not being downloaded? In your testimony, you say they were not downloaded. Please explain.
Thank you, Commissioner. The cell phones were not downloadable, Commissioners.
They were not downloadable. They were not downloadable. Is that what you mean?
That is correct, Commissioners.
Yeah, because when you say they were not downloaded, it suggests that they were taken there to be downloaded, but that was not done. And it's different altogether if it was a case of them not being downloadable.
No, thank you, Commissioners. These phones were not downloadable, which now brought me to a conclusion that, as Mr. Matlala has given us a friend, an IT specialist friend, Mr. Calvin Rafadi, who assists him in all his IT-related needs, then maybe Mr. Rafadi might have done something or tempered the cell phones so that they cannot be downloadable.
Can you please make me understand this? Evidence has been laid of a few witnesses now who have told us what was found in Mr. Matlala's phone. How was access gained to that? Was that something other than what you sought to download? And if it was something else, how was that obtained?
Thank you, Commissioners. I thought we were still coming to that point, but Commissioners, I will put the Commission at ease to say that these phones, these particular phones that we are talking about, they were returned to Mr. Matlala on the 12th of December 2024. Fast forward, we arrested Mr. Matlala on the 14th of May 2025, and his phones were confiscated, and he consented to the search on the cell phones or downloading on the cell phones. These phones that were confiscated on the 14th of May were new phones altogether. The phones that I have returned on the 12th of December 2024, he informed me that he had enjoyed the warmth of them being burnt as he didn't trust that the police would just give his cell phones back without maybe putting something, a listening device, onto those phones. So he burnt the phones that were confiscated on the 6th of December 2024.
Thank you.
Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. Then to clarify the exchange between you and the chairperson, please confirm that 2 sets of cell phones were then taken from Mr. and Mrs. Matlala. The first on the 6th of December from the operation at their house, and the second culminating from his arrest in May of this year. Please confirm if that is an accurate summation of your evidence.
That is correct, Commissioners.
Further, Witness C, that you testified to returning the 3 cell phones on the 12th of December 2024. Those, according to your evidence, are the cell phones that could not be downloaded by either the SAPS Cybercrimes Unit or the private sector service provider. Is that an accurate reflection of your evidence?
That is an accurate reflection of my evidence, Commissioners, that the cell phones that were confiscated or seized on the 6th of December 2024 were taken to Cybercrimes Unit and they were not downloadable, and also the services of the private sector they also failed to download those cell phones as they were undownloadable. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. And then perhaps for completion, is it an accurate reflection of your evidence that upon the arrest of Mr. Matlala in May of 2025, he informed the arresting officers that he burnt the cell phones that you returned to his house on the 12th of December? Is that accurate?
That is very accurate, Commissioners, that he didn't trust the police, and therefore he thought the police might have bugged his phones. So indeed, he alluded that he had burnt the 3 iPhones.
Okay. Witness C, my final question with reference to paragraph 15. Your evidence has been that these 3 iPhones were incapable of being downloaded. In your years of experience as a detective, have you ever come across such a situation where cell phones are incapable of being downloaded by both the SAPS as well as private sector service providers?
Thank you, Commissioners. I have made submissions I have submitted the cell phones previously to our cybercrime department for downloading, and this was my first time to experience a phone that is undownloadable, Commissioners.
Witness C, in paragraph 51 of your witness statement, you set out certain conclusions or reflections that you drew following from the operation at Mr. Matlala's residence. Could you please take the Commission through the contents of paragraph 51 in your own words?
Thank you, Commissioners. When one says things, it is our duty as investigators to investigate the veracity or the truthfulness of such assertions. So we indeed went back and started doing investigations. One of it was that pertaining the 1.2 billion tender that Mr. Matlala said he held with SAPS, we found that indeed he had the tender with SAPS, and that tender was to the value of 360 million. And furthermore, despite the fact that Mr. Matlala had a lot of cases that were once opened against him, and then also the criminal record that he had, he had indeed close relationships with the senior SAP officials. And the other fact is that for him to be informed of our debriefing at the STF offices and our departure from STF offices to his house, it shows that he is well aware of all the operations that we as SAPS do have, as he is well connected with the high-ranking officials of the SAPS. And the fact that Mr. Given Makofane came a few minutes after our arrival, my conclusion is that by the time that Mr. Matlala was informed of our briefing that we were coming to his, we were doing a briefing at the STF offices, that gave him ample time to move Mr. Bushuga, as we were of a full belief that Mr. Bushuga was there, was held at Mr. Matlala's house. And the arrival of Given Makofane was coming there to fetch Mr. Matlala to avoid being questioned or interviewed by the police. Furthermore, the fact General Worker Mr. Yusufu or Mtupanyama, when we asked of his boss and he indicated that his boss was not there, it is my belief that Mr. Matlala had already informed his general worker that he was leaving. So it was his belief that the boss had already left the house.
Thank you, Witness C. Witness C, that concludes your evidence insofar as it relates to the operation at the Matlala residence. Unless there's an additional observation you would like to make, I would then invite us to turn to page 20 of your witness statement. Page 20, please.
Thank you. I have turned to page 20 of my witness statement.
Thank you. Witness C, commencing at paragraph 52, please confirm to to the Commission the date on which Mr. Katiso Molefe was arrested and who his co-accused are.
Ms. Mushaseri, with regard to theme 1, you actually read the theme into the record in full. You don't want to do the same?
Thank you for the guidance, Chairperson. Witness C, theme 2 begins on page 20. It is titled The 12th of December 2024 Raid on the Prison Cell of Mr. Katiso Molefe. I will then repeat the question to you, Witness C. Please turn to paragraph 52 and inform the Commission when Mr. Molefe was arrested and who his co-accused are in respect of the relevant CAS number.
Thank you, Commissioners. On the 6th December 2024, the GCI Ops, we conducted parallel operations. One being the search of Mr. Bushuka at Mr. Matlala's house. Another one, execution of J50 warrant of arrest on Mr. Katiso Molefe at Sandhurst. And another being the execution of a J50 warrant of arrest of Mr. Laki Buitumelo Molefe at Portis. So, on this parallel operation,
Please continue, Witness C.
And he was charged as a suspect number 4.
Witness C. Witness C. Please repeat a few sentences back. I think we lost you for a short moment. Please repeat your answer.
Thank you. As I have indicated that we had 3 parallel operations on the 6th of December. The successful operation was on the execution of J50 warrant of arrest for Mr. Katiso Molefe at Sandhurst. He was then subsequently charged as accused number 4 as per Vereeniging Case 275 of 4/2024, which is the murder of Mr. Armand Swart in Vereeniging. And he was charged alongside the police official, the ex-warrant officer, Michael Puletau, Musake Kana, and Tieho Floyd, aka Denny Mabusela.
Please proceed into paragraph 53.
So, after our operations at the residence of Mr. Matlala, then I joined the team, the GCI Ops team, in the case whereby now we were officially charging Mr. Katiso Molefe and also continued searching for Mr. Lakibuitumelo Mulife. Then Mr. Mulife then appeared for his first appearance on the 9th of December at Vereeniging Court, and he was remanded in custody and was incarcerated at Groenbent Correctional Facility. On the 12th of December, I received an intel that Katiso was in possession of a cell phone whilst he is incarcerated. I then proceeded to Groenbent Correctional Facility, whereby a search to his cell was conducted. In his cell, we didn't find any contraband and or a cell phone. Instead, we found him in possession of his notice of rights, as they were handed over to him upon his arrest, with the cell phone numbers that he had written on the back, and the warrant of arrest, the J50 warrant of arrest, including a statement that was prepared in support of the warrant of arrest by witness B, as well as a set of new polo track suits. Then I questioned him of these items, more especially with the statement or an affidavit by witness B as to how did he get hold of the affidavit, because the disclosure of the docket hasn't been done as yet. And he indicated that he was given the affidavit by his legal representative. And pertaining the tracksuits, he informed us that the tracksuits were brought to him by an SAPS official, Brigadier Ngwashu of Sidibeng sector.
Witness C, you said something about his explanation where he got the J50 form and the statement in support of the application for a warrant. Can you please repeat that? I misunderstood something, I think.
Thank you, Commissioners. Yes, when I asked him where he got the copy of the J50, and more especially the affidavit by witness B in support or for the application for the J50 warrant of an arrest, he indicated that he had obtained it from his legal representative.
In the normal course of things, would the legal representatives have been provided with properly been provided with the J50 form and statement by that point, by that date?
No, your commissioners. Normally, the legal representative will be provided with the copy of a J50 warrant of an arrest, not the supporting affidavit. Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you, Witness C. You were still busy with the contents of paragraph 55, please.
Thank you, Commissioners. This assertion by Mr. Molefe that a brigadier brought him the tracksuits, I found it worrying that a suspect that is alleged to have been involved in a serious crime like this, why would a brigadier who has no involvement in the investigation of the case would visit such an accused person? And we then took steps in investigating that to check if this is really true, that the brigadier had indeed attended to Groenbent Correctional Facility to visit the accused person.
Thank you, Witness C. Before you inform the Commission what inquiries you made at the prison, please confirm whether you had come across or were aware of Brigadier Nkwashu prior to his name being mentioned that day at Groenbent facility.
Thank you, Commissioners. As I have indicated that when I joined the GCI Ops, I was briefed of the things that happened between the investigating officers and the senior police management. So of one of their encounters, I learned that there was an individual by the name of Brigadier Nkwashu who showed interest in the case. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. You can proceed to detail the contents of paragraph 56, please.
Thank you, Commissioners. Yes, inquiries were made at the prison, Groenbent, and we were informed that indeed on the 9th of December 2024, a person who became known to them or who introduced himself as Brigadier Nkwashu and a brother-in-law of Mr. Katiso Molefe came to the prison, and he was in possession of food and clothing. And upon his arrival, he indicated that his brother-in-law, Mr. Katiso Molefe, was arrested at the airport, and therefore he was never afforded an opportunity to get items like clothes, toiletry stuff. So therefore he would want to see the incarcerated person, who is Mr. Katiso Molefe. So it is said that Brigadier Nkwashu was advised that his visit at the correctional facility, it was after normal working hours. Therefore, he will not be able to see his brother-in-law, Mr. Katiso Molefe. And by that, then the prison officials can only take the clothes as food is not allowed into the prison facility. Furthermore, the officials of the prison, they indicated that they found it very worrying that a senior official at the level of a brigadier came to the prison driving in a motor vehicle with which the number plates had been removed. So then that is one of the things that puzzled them. And I also got it worrying to say that why would a senior official at a capacity of a brigadier go to a government institution with a motor vehicle that the number plates had been removed? Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Thank you, Witness C. At paragraph 57 of your statement, you make reference to an annexure WC3. These are the statements of prison officials. Witness C, before detailing the contents of these statements, can I ask the commissioners as well as yourselves to please turn to page 10 of the annexure bundle, page 10. Are you there, Witness C?
I am there, Commissioners.
Thank you. Witness C, can you confirm that these statements of the prison officials were taken in the context of the inquiries that you made concerning the visit of Brigadier Nkwashu to Mr. Katiso Molefe?
That is correct, Commissioners. The statements were taken by us for the inquiry pertaining the visit of Brigadier Nkwashu at the Groenbent Correctional Center.
Thank you, Witness C. We are now on page 10 of the annexure bundle. It is also being flighted here in the auditorium. Witness C, we have redacted the name of the deponent to that affidavit, but could you please read the title in paragraph 1 of the individual who makes this affidavit, their title at Groenpunt?
Thank you, Commissioners. This individual indicated that he is an assistant director in the Department of Correctional Services stationed at Groenbent Maximum Correctional Center. Thank you.
Witness C, could you then read the contents of paragraph 3 of that affidavit?
Thank you, Commissioners. At my office, the unknown African male then
Witness C?
introduced himself to me
Witness C?
as...
Witness C, my apologies. Could you pick it up from paragraph 2 to provide context?
Thank you, Commissioners. On 9 December 2024, at about 15:50, I was officially on duty when I noticed an African male through my office window, being escorted from the gate. At that time, I'm sorry, Commissioners, I won't make mention of the name. At that time, Mr. Dees, the Center Coordinator Staff Support, was an acting head of Correctional Service Center, and the aforesaid African male wearing civilian clothing was taken to the office of Mr. Dees. Later on, at the passage, I heard people talking, saying that the aforementioned male was in fact looking for me. I then went out of my office and walked towards the stairs. And as I was walking, I saw both Mr. Dees and the African male looking at me. As they approached me, Mr. Dees said to the unknown African male, "He will assist you," pointing at me. I then greeted the said male and took him to my office. Paragraph 3. At my office, the unknown African male then introduced himself to me as Brigadier Ngwashu, and he further informed me that he came to visit one awaiting trial trainee, Katiso Molefe. Also, he was also bringing clothes and food for Katiso Molefe. At that time, it was already late, and I informed Brigadier Ngwashu that the correctional center is already closed. Therefore, he will not be able to see the detainee, Katiso Molefe, or to give him clothes and food. I further asked Brigadier Ngwashu as to who referred him to me, and his response was that he was referred to me by the area commissioner, Mr. X, that I will assist him.
Witness C, please also read paragraph 4. Thank you.
Paragraph 4. Brigadier Ngwashu told me that he was having tracksuits, t-shirts, and food that he wanted to hand over to Katiso Molefe. I then told him that food is not allowed as the correctional center is already closed, and as the time was approximately 15:55. Brigadier Ngwashu did not have a problem, and I went with him to his car through the gate in order to collect the clothes. We went to a BMW, though I am not sure whether it's an X3 or X5, but white in color without number plates. He gave me brand new tracksuits and a t-shirt, and I searched the clothes in his presence. I then informed him that the clothes were fine, and he then left. Paragraph 5. On 10 December 2024, I called Ms. Y at the unit P4 to come and collect the tracksuits and t-shirt. She indeed came. I then requested her to search the clothes first, and she did so. The tracksuits were brand new, blue and orange in color, and I cannot recall what label were they, and the t-shirt was orange in color. I further informed Ms. Y that if the detainee Katiso Molefe does not know Brigadier Ngwashu, he must not accept the clothes, and they must be returned back to me. However, the clothes were never brought back to me, and I concluded that Katiso Mulife knows Brigadier Nkwashu.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Witness C. Can I ask you then to turn to page 13 of the annexure bundle? It's the next affidavit. Page 13.
Thank you. I am there.
Thank you. We have redacted, again, the identity of the deponent, but I will ask you to firstly tell the Commission the title occupied by this individual at Groenpunt, and then to please read the paragraph beginning on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. The title here says, a warrant officer in the Department of Correctional Services attached to Groenpunt Maximum Correctional Center. The statement reads as follows. On Monday, 2024-1209, at about 15:50, I was officially on duty by the lockers outside the front gate. Busy with my cell phone, I saw a white big car, and there was a gentleman who came out of the car and greeted me.
Ms. Mutlasedi, I'm just thinking that we get the upshot of all this from the summary that has been given by Witness C. Let me just ask this question, perhaps. Witness C, who took or who wrote or who took down the affidavits?
Thank you, Commissioners. The first affidavit that I read, it was taken by Witness A. The one that I was busy reading was taken by me, Witness C. And the third one was also taken by me, Witness C.
All right. But is it correct that what they reflect, even though it may be from different perspectives, is it correct that in your statement, you give us the upshot of what these affidavits say? Is that correct?
Yes, Commissioners, it is correct.
Yes. Ms. Mutlasedi, seeing that they are referred to, and of course maybe in his testimony, Witness C may have to refer to each one of them, and then it may be left to us to actually read the content of each one of them rather than us going through all of them. Would you be fine with that?
Thank you, Chairperson. Well, one of the purposes of attaching the affidavits from the prison officials was in order to have the witness take the commission through the inaccurate versions, or at least the inaccurate allegations that were made by the brigadier when he attended to the facility.
Yeah, I'm not at all querying the fact of their attachment, not at all.
Okay.
I accept that and I understand that. So it's just whether we should go through them one by one. And I think for purposes of evidence here, it's enough if the witness says that he has told us the upshot of what they say. And if they are identified in testimony here, we will go to each one of them and read each one of them. Would you be happy with that?
Thank you, Chairperson. That's in order. I will then...
Unless there's one in particular or two or whatever, where you want to draw our attention to a specific aspect for whatever reason. But if there's nothing particular, we will definitely look at them more closely.
Thank you, Chairperson. Could I wrap up just 2 more paragraphs with reference to this issue of the affidavits of the prison officials, and then we will conclude this theme.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Witness C. Could I ask you then to turn to page 15 of the annexure bundle? This will be the final affidavit we look at, page 15.
Thank you, Commissioner Sam, on page 15.
Thank you. You will see, again, we've redacted the identity of the deponent. The title held by the deponent is captured in paragraph 2. Could you briefly record it for the Commission?
Thank you, Commissioners. Area Commissioner by the Department of Correctional Services.
Thank you.
Correctional Center.
Thank you, Witness C. In an attempt to be brief, I will then draw your attention to paragraph 4 of that affidavit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Should I read it into the record?
Please.
Thank you. 2024-1209, when I received a phone call from Brigadier Nkwashu at about 1324, he asked permission to bring clothes to his brother-in-law, who was arrested at airport same day, 2024-1209, and appeared at Vereeniging Court and was remanded to Groenbend Prison. I first told him that if he is an awaiting trial prisoner from Vereeniging Court, he would most probably be remanded to Luhof Prison. However, he assured me that his brother-in-law was remanded to Groenbend and his name is Katiso Modife.
Thank you, Witness C. In reference to the contents of paragraph 4 of that affidavit, please remind the Commission the date on which Mr. Molefe was actually arrested versus the date provided to the prison official in terms of paragraph 4.
Thank you, Commissioners. Mr. Katiso Molefe was arrested on 6 December 2024 at his house in Sandhurst.
Thank you, Witness C. Is it then correct? Thank you, Witness C. The final question I have on this aspect is, according to the inquiries that you then made, is Brigadier Nkwashu in fact the brother-in-law of Mr. Molefe, according to Mr. Molefe himself?
Thank you, Commissioners. One of the prison officials, the deputy director, on the following day, he went to Katiso Molefe and asked if Mr. Molefe was related to him, to Brigadier Nkwashu, and his response was that they were not related. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. For completion, can you please confirm then that the affidavit you are referring to is annexed as WC4, referred to in paragraph 59 of your statement. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioners.
Witness C, do you know if Brigadier Nkwashu is related to Mr. Katiso Molefe's girlfriend?
Thank you, Commissioners. According to the investigation that we made, Mr. Nkwashu is not related to Katiso's girlfriend at all. Though that Katiso Molefe's girlfriend had a relationship with a person who was related to Brigadier Nkwashu. So there is no relationship between the two.
Witness C, do awaiting trial detainees on the day that they have come from court, the first day that they are in prison, as in this case? And I asked the question, I'm aware that Mr. Molefe was arrested on the 6th, but Brigadier Nkwashu tells all these prison officials that he was arrested on the 9th, which is the very day that he asks to see this prisoner. Is that what happens normally? That people are taken in on day 1, awaiting trial, and they're permitted visitors?
Thank you, Commissioners. This is odd because normally there are certain days that are set for visitations at prisons. So it is not normal that an awaiting trial detainee on his incarceration date receives visitors. So,
yes, please carry on.
My take on this is that Brigadier Nkwashu is an acting area commissioner at Sidibeng district, and he used his rank to gain access to the prison for wrong reasons. Thank you, Commissioners.
And the prison officials were prepared to allow him to see the prisoner because of his rank, even though it wasn't a day to visit. Is that a fair comment?
If Brigadier Nkwashu might have arrived at the prison before the closure of the correctional facility, they would have allowed him to see him.
Yes.
And it is just unfortunate on his part that the time that he arrived, the prison was already closed and they could only take the clothing. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you, Witness C. My colleague is going to project an image on the screen. Could I ask that you have regard to it?
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Witness C, are you able to see the image being projected?
No, Commissioners.
Just hold on, please. Witness C, while we are working on setting up the image and getting it shared for you, we are almost at the end of theme 2. I would then ask you to turn to, thank you, Witness C. We've got the image up on our side. Please confirm that it's clear and visible on your side.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness.
The image is very clear on my side.
Thank you, Witness C. Are you familiar with this image, and are you able to inform the Commission about the source of this image in light of the inquiries that you took?
Thank you, Commissioners. This image has been downloaded. It's coming from a video footage from Groenpunt prison on the date 9th December 2024, which was a Monday at 15:50:42 seconds, and it's depicting two prison officials, and the man in the white shirt wearing glasses is known to us as Brigadier Nkwashu.
Thank you.
Is that what you were informed by the prison officials?
Thank you, Commissioners.
That is that the man in a white shirt is Brigadier Nkwashu.
Commissioners, when looking at the footage, I need not to be informed by a person other than myself that I have identified the man in white shirt as Brigadier Nkwashu as I know him.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Witness C, I have one final question for you on this aspect, but please look at the image currently being displayed. Thank you, Witness C. In the series of the still photographs that have been provided, please describe to the Commission the color and the make of the vehicle that is there seen in the image on the screen.
Thank you, Commissioners. I see two vehicles, one which is a Ford Bantam, a silver in color, and one is a BMW SUV, white in color. Though I can, from the distance that I am at, I cannot specify whether it's an X3 or it's an X5.
Thank you, Witness C. And that is?
And there's a person who appears to be approaching that car. Are you able to tell who that is?
I still can tell that the person approaching the car is the same Brigadier Nkwashu. Thank you.
Thank you, Witness C. Witness C, is it then correct that the make and the color of the car that you have described as being in the photograph accords with the information provided to you by the prison officials during your inquiries?
That is correct. The prison officials has indicated that Brigadier Nkwashu came in driving a BMW SUV, and it confirms as to what is depicted on the picture.
Thank you, Witness C. That brings us to the close of theme 2. I would then just ask you to read or describe in your own words the contents of paragraph 60 at the foot of that page.
Thank you, Commissioners. After seeing that indeed Brigadier Ngwashu, a high-ranking official, an acting area commissioner of Sidibeng district, had used false information, concealed his registration number, and went to the prison, lied to that Katiso Molefe was his brother-in-law and was arrested on the same day at the airport. I would say that this brings a lot of doubt into our system, into our SAPS system, and it feels bad for us, the lower ranking officials, who are doing all in our powers, all we can to bring justice to the community, and seeing senior officials associating themselves with the alleged criminals and the alleged criminal syndicates. Thank you.
Thank you, Witness C. Commissioners, that then brings us to theme 3 at the beginning of page 22. I will read it into the record. Theme 3 relates to the events of the 17th of December 2024, as well as the manhunt for Lucky Boitumelo Molefe. Witness C, are you at page 22, paragraph 61, please?
Thank you. I'm at page number 22, paragraph 61.
Thank you, Witness C. In your earlier evidence to the Commission, you testified that one of the operations scheduled for the 6th of December 2024 was the arrest of Mr. Lucky Molefe. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioners.
Please inform the Commission of the outcome of that operation. Was it successful? Did you arrest the intended Mr. Lucky Molefe?
Thank you, Commissioners. The operation on Mr. Lucky Molefe was unsuccessful because he evaded the police. He was not arrested on that day. So, even as we speak today, we are still in search of him, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. Picking up from paragraph 61, please then inform the Commission what steps were taken subsequent thereto to physically bring Mr. Lucky Molefe into police custody.
Thank you. Days prior the 6th of December 2024, a warrant of an arrest had been applied for against Lucky Boitumelo Molefe, who is a nephew of Mr. Katiso Molefe and an employee of Transnet. For the involvement for his involvement in the killing of Mr. Armand Swart, as per Vereeniging Case 275 of 4/2024. So on that day, the 6th, he was scheduled to come to work, to report at work, but unfortunately, he didn't pitch up at work. And we learned that later on he had submitted a sort of a letter to say that he had traditional commitments that he will not be reporting to work for some time. So we continued searching for him whilst performing other duties and taskings, but then on the side, we've been continuing looking for him. On the 12th of December, we also went to Randburg Magistrate Court for a search warrant at Lakimulife's appointment. But unfortunately, the search warrant was denied. We were not issued with the search warrant, as the reasons by the magistrate was that because items that were listed on the affidavit were laptops that belonged to Transnet, and the magistrate indicated that I cannot issue a warrant of arrest, a search warrant for the company property. We can have the company to open a theft case and then we just go and confiscate the property if the person had been working from home.
Thank you.
So,
thank you, Witness C. Just for clarity, the search warrant you sought was in respect of Mr. Molefe's apartment. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And at the tail end of paragraph 62, you've testified to the commission that the search warrant you sought at Randburg Magistrates Court was denied, and that the magistrate suggested potentially Transnet opening a theft case, or you approaching his work manager at Transnet. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Can I inquire whether any of those steps were taken in the course of looking for the laptop?
Yes, apparently, I no longer recall an exact date, but we made efforts with the company and through the investigation department of Transnet that with their assistance, they went to the apartment and they indeed seized the items, or I will say they indeed acquired the 2 laptops that belonged to Transnet, and subsequently they handed over the laptops to us. But it was way after December 12th.
Thank you, Witness C. Just to record that your affidavit in that respect is attached as WC5 at paragraph 63 of your witness statement. Witness.
That is correct.
Thank you. And witness C, please then continue with your evidence from paragraph 64 of your statement.
Thank you, commissioners. Yeah, we did continue searching for Lucky Molefe, whereby it was said that a sister to Lucky Molefe, known as Lebohang Molefe, knew where Lucky was. So members did intercept her, and she was brought to Melda's Drift SAPS.
What do you mean by witness C? What do you mean by you or other members intercepted Ms. Lebohang Molefe?
Okay, Lebohang Molefe was apprehended and was brought to Melda's Drift SAPS for interviewing.
Apprehended as in arrested?
Not arrested, because she was not facing any charges.
She was taken and brought in for questioning.
Yeah, the members...
I'm not even sure myself what this means. That is what I've just said.
Okay.
Please...
commissioners?
Yes.
Okay, she was approached and she was requested to come with members to the Melda's Drift SAPS for questioning. And indeed, she went with the members to Melda's Drift SAPS. At the time of her being approached, I wasn't around, but I then joined them at Melda's Drift SAPS, whereby I joined witness A and witness B in the interview thereof.
Thank you, witness C. Chairperson, I see it's 1 minute before 1 o'clock. Perhaps this might be a good time for that lunch adjournment.
Let us adjourn and resume at 2 p.m.